Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. The United States and Iran have traded fresh strikes as negotiations continue to end a 3-month-old conflict. The US said it struck Iranian military sites over the weekend in response to what it called aggressive Iranian actions, including the shootdown of a US MQ-1 drone over international waters. In a post on X, US Central Command said American fighter aircraft responded by targeting Iranian air defenses, a ground control station, and 2 one-way attack drones that it said posed clear threats to ships moving through regional waters. CENTCOM added that no US military personnel were harmed. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said it had targeted an airbase used by the United States for an attack on southern Iran. US President Donald Trump has said that Iran really wants to reach a deal with the United States, even as both countries remain locked in a tense cycle of military exchanges and ceasefire negotiations. Trump said in a new social media statement that Iran wanted to make a deal with Washington and that any agreement would benefit the United States and its partners. President Donald Trump has said that the United States is pursuing a great deal with Iran, but warned that failure to reach an agreement could lead to renewed military action. Speaking to Fox News, Trump has said that he would prefer a diplomatic solution because it would save a lot of lives. He has maintained that the Strait of Hormuz could be reopened immediately if a deal is signed. The US president has cautioned that if negotiations fail, the US would go back and finish it off militarily.
Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that dialogue and exchanges of messages with the United States are continuing, but cautioned against reading too much into reports about a possible agreement. Talking to an Iranian news agency, Araghchi said no conclusions should be drawn until negotiations are finalized, describing current claims and speculation about a deal as premature. Iran's parliament speaker and top negotiator Mohammad Bakr Qalibaf says Tehran will not approve any agreement with the United States unless the rights of the Iranian people are secured. Speaking at the opening of parliament, Qalibaf said Iran has absolutely no trust in US promises and will only move forward based on tangible results. He added that Iran will not fulfill commitments unless it is fully certain its conditions are met. He stressed that Iran's negotiating team remains firm in its approach, saying the country's stance is backed by readiness to sacrifice for the people of Iran. Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has said that 28 commercial vessels, including oil tankers and container ships, passed safely through the Strait of Hormuz over the past 24 hours under IRGC coordination. Iranian authorities reiterated that all vessels must follow designated routes and obtain permission, warning that any interference with the Strait's management would prompt a response. Meanwhile, Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered the Israeli occupation forces to deepen and expand their control over areas in Lebanon. The announcement comes after Israeli forces seized the historic Beaufort Castle and surrounding high ground in southern Lebanon, despite a ceasefire that has been in place for more than 6 weeks.
US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has spoken with both Lebanese President Joseph Aoun and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on the diplomatic negotiations between Israel and Lebanon, and has proposed a plan to allow for gradual de-escalation. An official said the US has proposed that as a first step, the Iranian-backed Hezbollah militant group would stop all attacks on Israel, and in return, Israel would refrain from escalation in Beirut. The official added this would create space for gradual de-escalation and an effective cessation of hostilities. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.